Hey guys, my name is Shayzoenay and welcome back to the Pregnancy Diaries. This week we are on week 30. Oh my god, it's getting so close, guys. So, for the first month, I didn't even know I was pregnant. So, if that says anything, that's a little bit scary. Okay, before we jump into the video, I just want to mention the background. I hope this will work in editing. This background only covers about the screen hopefully, but on the sides I can still see my background a little bit. I don't know what that was, but I was getting really tired of looking back at my videos while I was editing and seeing the background. It was just such an ugly background because this room that I'm in right now will become my game room eventually, but because we're redoing the upstairs and I'm going to move everything upstairs when it's redone, but so this was pretty much the only place that I could really film and stuff, but the background was just killing me and I'm like, I need to do something. So I hung up a blanket behind me and hopefully it'll cover all of the mess back there and make my videos look a little more presentable. But if you guys are new to Pregnancy Diaries or haven't seen one in a while, every time I start a video I do a belly shot to kind of give you an idea. So like I said, I'm about 30 weeks, which basically means next week I'm in my 8th month. If you guys can't, because at first before I got pregnant I was like, oh, you're 30 weeks? Did you just get pregnant? I don't know how pregnant you are when you tell me weeks, but now basically you're pregnant for about 40 weeks. So if someone says 30 weeks, oh, they have 10 more weeks left, about 2 months. You can kind of do the math there. But if you have no idea that someone's pregnant for about 40 weeks, then you really haven't got a clue. So next week will be an exciting episode because it will be a new month. I'll be 8 months, and I believe you're pregnant in your 8th month between 31 and 35 weeks. I think that's how it works. And then your last month of pregnancy is 35 through 39/40, however long you're pregnant for. But we will start with a pregnant shot. We will start with a belly shot, so let me go ahead and stand up and show you guys. Okay, so this is me standing up, as you can see. Well, I'm kind of wearing a loose fitting shirt, but I can fit in jeans. But here's, I'll lift it up a little bit, so here's a cami that you can see. So here's basically my belly. My belly. I feel like I'm small for almost popping. But I don't know, I used to be that size, and now I'm that size. So, but this is my baby girl in here. My belly button is popping out a little bit. That feels really weird. It's really soft and sensitive. But my hips have gotten definitely wider. My booty has gotten a little bit bigger. Which, hey, I am not complaining about. But here, we're here for the belly. The belly, guys. The belly. The belly. Do the belly dance. Do the belly dance. Okay, so I'm very weird and I'm very hyper today. Let me try to center myself again. But also, if you guys have never seen the Pregnancy Diaries before, I have an app on my phone which you can download. I think it's about $1. Actually, let me go to my home screen so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. But if you go to the App Store and type in pregnancy app, you'll see one that looks like that. And that is the best one I found so far. Again, it is $1, so you're expected to pay. But it's fantastic, and it says, hello, Shayna, you are 30 weeks and 1 day pregnant. So, sorry, I'm off a day, guys. I apologize. I'm working on my 30th week. Every Sunday, my week changes. So next Sunday, today is Monday, next Sunday, my week will change to 31. I have so many slow drivers in my neighborhood. I don't know. That was weird. My due date is August 24th, 2014. Only 69 days left. Holy shit. There's people walking. Don't look at me. Okay. Let's read about week 30. And these are, I give you the length and the weight, and these are approximates. When I go to the actual doctor, they actually tell me how much she weighs and how much she should, how long she should be and all that fun stuff. But for the sake of this video, we have, she is 16.18 inches in length, so she's a little over a 1.5 feet. So you think a ruler and a little like 6 inches. Weight, she weighs about 3.3 pounds. Ooh. Okay, so now it tells you about your baby. Your baby weighs about 3.5 pounds now, and fat continues to accumulate under the skin. While she can gain as much as half a pound a week from now until birth, the weight gain varies from baby to baby. The body hair is continuing to shed, so like they had this thing called languo all over the body, and that's kind of starting to shed away. Although babies born prematurely may still have some of this at birth. Even though the lungs are the last of all organs to fully develop, she is practicing breathing 30 to 40% of the time. Bones are busy hardening and preparing to support her body after birth, so they recommend like eating a lot of, drinking like a lot of calcium, like a lot of milk and stuff to help her bone growth. I've been eating nothing but cereal recently, which I just wanted, so that worked out. Let's see, the adrenal glands, which produced those important hormones called steroids, have doubled in size in the last 10 weeks, and steroids are responsible for the growth and development of sex organs. So I'll tell you a little bit about the week, and then the category under that will say your body. So this is what my body is doing, or should be doing. Says my uterus is now 4.5 inches above my belly button, and space has become very limited for the baby. This will likely increase your aches and midnight leg pains, which I will mention in a moment. You may even be feeling some anxiety, not only due to your decreased ability to function, but also over impending labor. I will also talk to you about that. Braxton Hicks contractions may become a regular occurrence and can happen at any time. And I think I had mentioned this in one of my previous pregnancy diaries. I don't remember what I titled it, but I talked about Braxton Hicks contractions. I'm sure I will be bringing that up again, but that's not the main focus of this video. If you're carrying twins, which I'm not, but your babies will likely come early, so it's important to be aware of the difference between real contractions and Braxton Hicks contractions, which I don't know if I just said this, but Braxton Hicks contractions are like practice contractions, basically. The extra weight that you are gaining is now likely the baby weight plus the weight of your body that is compensating for the increasing needs of your growing baby. So, all right, we have a little bit to talk about this week. Let's see. This will likely increase your aches and midnight leg pains. Leg pains. That has been the most disturbing thing. The thing that had been bothering me the most for the past couple weeks. What will happen is, okay, pretend this is my leg. This is my leg, and this is my foot. Okay? I would show you, but I can't lift up my leg very high right now. So this is my leg, this is my foot. Pretend this is like flat. Okay, this is a flat leg. Basically, when I'm sleeping, I sleep with my toes pointed. So they're kind of like, you know, nobody sleeps like flat-footed. I don't know if you do, but I have my toes pointed. It's just the most comfortable position for me. All of a sudden, I'll get the worst back pains. Like, pretend this is the front of my leg and this is the back of my leg. I'll get the worst back pains, like, in my calf, like in the back of my leg, and it hurts. But what I realized what helps is if I take my pointed toes and I flex them up, so now my foot is kind of like at the 90-degree angle that it usually is if I'm like standing or sitting. It feels so much more comfortable and actually relieves a lot of that pain. So if you're pregnant or going to be pregnant, just keep that tip in mind because it almost immediately took away the pain, and I would just kind of flex it for a second and it would release the tension, and then I could just go right back to sleep. When that first started, all the pains, it hurt so bad it would literally like wake me up almost in tears. It was just the most uncomfortable thing in the entire world. But so that is just a quick tip for you guys for the leg pains. Oh, I also forgot to mention, she's still the size of a winter squash, in case you were curious. Let's see. What else was there? Okay, impending labor. I just filmed a video. It's actually rendering right now, 70% complete. What's in my labor bag, and I show you everything that I'm going to pack in my labor bag, and I talk about the things that if I haven't packed it already, I'm going to. I talked about, what's good, what the hospital might already have, what, like necessities, all that fun stuff. But, like, as excited as I was to pack that labor bag, after I filmed that video, I was like, what? Think about the reason that I have to pack that labor bag. And then it doesn't really help that I'm always, like, comparing my baby to, like, fruit sizes. Like I just said, it's a winter squash. Have you ever seen a winter squash? And I am pushing that out of my hoo-ha. And she's only 3.5 pounds right now. She's supposed to be a watermelon by the time she's done, like 7 or 8 pounds. And I'm like, I've seen watermelon. I've picked up watermelon. That is not a small thing to push out of me. So my mom has been saying, practice your breathing. I think I actually had mentioned this in last pregnancy diaries, but this is very important, so I'm going to mention it again. You need to practice breathing. Especially for people like me who kind of loses control of their body in very serious and stressful situations. My breathing kind of goes all over the place. I've been known to hyperventilate. I've been known to break out in hives if I'm extremely stressed out. Like a good example is when I had to give blood for the first time. While I was giving, I almost said giving birth. While I was pregnant, I had to give blood. And I had to give it 2 times so far, and then I have to give it another time before I get married. But that has nothing to do with the pregnancy. Anyways, when I was giving blood, my whole chest broke out in hives. I hyperventilated. And my mom's like, it's very, very, very important to practice your breathing, because once you lose control of that, you kind of start to freak out, because when you're giving birth, a lot of times you think you're gonna die. Like, you just think, this is it, I'm gonna die, I can't do this. You need to keep absolutely calm, and for people who can't, who have a hard time controlling their breathing, like I do, you really need to practice this. So she said most of the time doctors will tell you, breathe in slowly through your nose and out through your mouth. She said that will help for some women. It didn't really help for me. The only thing that helped for me is to just keep breathing in and out slowly through my mouth. So she's like, just practice. She's like, if you're ever in a stressful situation from here until now, just practice breathing and trying to get control of your body again, because it's very easy to just sit here in a very relaxed environment and just practice your breathing. It's when you become very stressed out or very anxious or angry that you can just breathe in and out. And I also like to practice that if I'm lying in bed and I can feel her kick, because sometimes it'll kind of be painful. So if I'm in pain or like it's kind of like uncomfortable, I try to practice breathing. Any situation that I'm put in where I'm not 100% comfortable, I try to practice breathing and see how I do. And so far I've been, pretty good, but I've never been under this type of stress or situation before. So she said, if you lose it, you're done. You're gonna be in a lot more pain than you need to be, and it's not gonna be any easier for you. So she said that is extremely important. Okay, so the only other thing that I have really notice is I'm starting to get tired again. During the beginning of my pregnancy, I was very tired. I'm not a person who takes naps. I actually hate taking naps. I really, really do. During the beginning of my pregnancy, I was tired constantly. Like, I just wanted to take a nap every single day, and I hated it, but I was exhausted. I'm starting to get back into that phase again. Like yesterday, I was tired by 2 o'clock and I just wanted to go to bed in the afternoon. And my shift at work has started at 2, so I was just very, like, all I want to do right now is crawl back into bed and go to bed. Not because I'm going to work, but just I felt so tired. And I passed out at like 9 o'clock last night. One other thing that I have noticed that is kind of like a physical change, obviously other than my belly gaining weight all the time, can you? Yes, you can see it. Ugh. You see all these like veins on my chest? My veins have been like so prominent, like on my boobs and my chest area. Like you can see you can see the veins. It's just very weird. I don't know. But I guess that's a normal thing. I don't remember exactly what the cause for it is. But that's like the most recent physical change that I've seen in my body. And that kind of freaks me out. I don't like veins. But I think that's pretty much it for week 31. I mean, I felt like there was more, but I guess not. Is there any other? I mean, I'm on 211 days in my third trimester. Yeah, that's about it. I feel like I'm missing something. I really hope I'm not. I always feel like I miss something every pregnancy diaries, but okay. This wouldn't have been a big deal if I missed this, but like I said, next week is supposed to be a pretty exciting week for Pregnancy Diaries because I will be in my 8th month, but also because I am getting new ultrasound pictures done Friday, so that means you'll get to see them in the next video. I'm so excited. It is such a cool feeling, and it's such a cool experience to see your baby, and TJ hasn't seen Ella since 12 weeks, and now I'm at 30 weeks. I'll be just about 31 weeks when we go to the ultrasound, but I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Like, I cry every time I see her. Oh, I cry every single time. But that's it. If you don't want to miss out on the next Pregnancy Diaries, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Trust me, it's going to be a very exciting one. I'm going to try to make it exciting for you. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It also tells me that you're enjoying this. My Twitter link is on my channel page here on YouTube. My Instagram is down in the description below. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Bye.